100% too. I mean, I do remember when I was thinking about making the decision: do I re-sign with Bellator? Do I go to the UFC? Obviously, the intrigue of the UFC was it was where I knew I needed to go if I wanted to check that box too of the 40-year-old me. Was I going to be able to sleep at night knowing that in my career I never went to the UFC to go test myself? Some people will say I went too late. Some people will say I never should have went. Most people would say it's worked out
Whoever
pretty darn
says
well.
you shouldn't have went is a moron.
Yeah, it's worked out. It's
like
out.
being the best quarterback in the CFL and be like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Man. It's like, well, the NFL, give you a shot, man. And they don't go. And I'm not,
So it's
I'm
worked out well.
not degrading Bellator, but the elephant's in the room. The UFC is the NFL of mixed martial arts. I'll end on this. Looking at the matchups, Tony Ferguson, Conor McGregor, which one do you think is easier path to victory for you? Would it be Tony, because you're talking about two completely different animals, right? Like Conor, you're not gonna have to worry about grappling or anything like that. Obviously, stand-up's ridiculous, but he is, we don't know where he's at mentally. Yeah. He looks great on social media. He's jacked, super jacked. He has his dick all in my face. He was like doing a pull-up and like, all right, dude. But which I'm a Conor dick rider. So I want to see him come back and do well. But then with Tony, it's like you have this guy, he's coming off a few losses, but he's still a fan favorite. And there's something that's intriguing about him. And, you can't really train for him or plan for him. So you're talking about two different flavors here.
Yeah.
Is there one where obviously, let's take money out of it, notoriety. Is there one that would be the easier path to get you to a title shot, you think?
To get to the title shot, I don't know. I think they're both kind of similar. Obviously, you got Conor coming back, and you got Tony, who's got a couple losses, but I have a couple losses. Everybody has losses in the UFC.
You're not fighting tough enough guys if you're undefeated.
Exactly, right? I think Tony might be a tougher puzzle to solve just because inside he's less predictable. Not that Conor is predictable; he's a phenomenal athlete. But what you see with Conor is a lot of times what you get, and it's a hard puzzle to solve. But once it's much less predictable, or it's much more predictable. And I think Tony just brings that. He brings that little bit of uncertainty at all times.
His jiu-jitsu's unorthodox. His Darce chokes, his anacondas. He's hit from all these angles.
Plus his cardio, he never slows down.
He gets better as the fight goes on. His cardio doesn't slow down. He's an absolute freaking warrior. His face. You take him down. You have issues with his elbows and shit. It's like Tony's a tough.
He is, which it excites me too, because those are the kind of fights. And I hate to sit here and act like fighting Conor wouldn't make me wake up earlier or keep me up at night. Obviously that would, but there's something about the craziness of Tony that
Tony
is
to me
intriguing.
Is the boogeyman of the division.
He still is. He's still the boogeyman.
Yeah.
And that's what I've said too. I mean, back when I was calling him out trying to fight him, which the timeline didn't work out last time. He wanted to fight me like 3 weeks after the Abu Dhabi fight or whatever. Yeah. So he still is one of the scariest guys in the division. Justin Gaethje was one of the scariest guys in the division. So it's nice to come in and have these crazy. I mean, it's even just an experience for myself for me to grow as a human being. Being thrown into these fires, being thrown into these places where people watch and they say, "Man, that's a crazy scenario. Let's see how he comes out." And so far, have I lost fights? Absolutely, but I've grown as a human being. I'm happy with my career. I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm happy with where my life is and how it is. So.
But look what we're talking about. Yeah, you actually made the right choice, man. Look, we're talking about Conor McGregor, Tony Ferguson, major pay-per-views. Like, clearly it's worked out, man.
It's working out well. So I'm
rooting for you, man.
Thank you,
I'm rooting for you.
If it's skinny, but I need it if it's thick. Need a thick girl for the thick boy. I need everything I get super